Hello. We're good? Okay. Hi, everyone. We are watching Wrocław Południe and 2obvious. Game just started, 0-0. Had our first pick. A little over the top. Went too far. So, if we remember from yesterday, we saw Wrocław Południe throwing a lot of overheads. Let's see if they do that again this time. Setting up the game. Looks like there's a lot of energy on the game, on the fields. Okay. Activating the dump and the overhead that we love.
Hi, this is Julia. I'm joining you for this lovely stream. This is my first time commenting in English, so...
And I'm Delphine. I've done it a few times. We're going to do great. We can do it in Polish if you want.
Yeah, that sounds good. So can you tell me what's going on so far, because I missed it?
Okay, we haven't scored any points, but Wrocław...
And not anymore!
There we go. So I noticed, I was commentating the game yesterday with Wrocław Przedpołudnie, and they warm up their overheads a lot.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of like hammers and scoobers, and that was the first point scored. There it went, yeah.
I have to see the rosters. Okay, smooth flow from 2obvious, and a lovely cross-field hug from 2obvious, from number 25.
Oh, you've got the names there? Great.
Almost. Yeah, it was Agata Machalica, one of the team's top scorers.
All right.
With a throw. Wrocław Południe going up the line.
Mm-hmm.
They seem stuck.
A few fakes might make that a little easier. Nice grab. Woo!
Important catch. And
there's a call. Yep.
Ola Piankowska is calling stall out.
It seems like there's no contest.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so the disc will be turned right there.
Yeah, it's a turnover.
And we continue. So Wrocław Południe is obviously from Wrocław. Julia, what do you know about 2obvious?
They seem to be going to tournaments on and off, and here with the disc we have Bartek Hawadus, who's kind of a legend of Polish Ultimate, currently an entrepreneur, and I haven't seen him in a while.
Ooh, a little missed dish connection there.
Well, 2obvious were here, were playing when I started playing. They seem to have been here forever. Unfortunately, this one wasn't delivered.
Oh no, okay.
And the disc hit someone on the sideline.
Yeah, so when the disc hits something on the sideline that touches the ground, that's going to make the game, or the disc, turn over to the other team.
The only way to avoid it is to call violation prior to releasing the throw.
We are moving so fast on the field here.
Yeah, they seem to be working really nice in-cuts and going up the line.
A little static on the handling, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they score.
But it works for them.
Whatever floats their boat.
2obvious is from Katowice? No, that's not right.
Bielsko-Biała.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah. Very good marking.
Lots of active, yeah.
They're going back and forth. This is a good idea not to push on the upline.
Woof. Threw that on 7. Stall is at 8, so that was a really close one.
Yeah, that was a lifesaver.
We're looking for a break here.
They can always find Bartek Bizon on the resets.
True.
And Ola with a beautiful hammer.
We love, I don't know about you, I love hammers.
Yeah, I love hammers too. A smooth hammer is just so beautiful.
And they're so hard to catch when you're running also. It's a high pressure throw, but a high reward in this situation for sure.
Yeah. It's also very tempting indoors.
Yes.
So it often causes turnovers, but when it's done beautifully like this, it's really nice to watch. And this is also a beautiful scuba opening the field. She's looking for a reset and she finds an in cut, and there goes another hammer. Oh, exactly what they practiced.
I feel like we should start counting the scoobers and the hammers.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah,
I think it was the fourth we've seen
let's say
since we
this was
sat
the
down.
fourth.
There may have been more, but
so let's
we're already starting well.
count them.
All right, it looks like a forehand mark set from Wrocław.
Yeah, force forehand, which is a great opportunity to throw some hammers. And there we go,
Yes.
number 5. And it's
Wow, what a
nice
catch.
from Marcela Folek.
Those are so hard to defend against. I mean, she was like, if she had turned around, if number 12, I think, had turned around, she could have had a hand on that, but you just don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you turn around, then the offensive player can get out of your line of sight.
And then yet another one, and this one also
So 6.
spot on. Number 6. I think they might have heard us. They know that we're counting, so I hope they will try to show off.
So the score is at 4-3, 4 for Wrocław, 3 for 2obvious. I think we're going to see a tight game the whole time.
Yeah, me too. Both teams seem to be really into the game. They both seem stressed too. The game is not relaxed. There is quite a lot of yelling. There goes number 7, but it's been defended. Ola Piankowska says no.
Not on my
Not
watch.
this time, yeah. So should we count this one too?
We can count it as a side, you know, like we have separate
I
lists.
don't know if I can keep track. This is already very difficult.
Yeah.
So 2obvious find an in-cut.
By the
This is
bubble.
dropped, unfortunately. Nobody likes to see this. But it happens to everyone.
Yeah. Even like the highest level players.
Nobody wants to see it because it just brings flashbacks from all the drops we had. And yet another one, number 7. And
7
8
completed.
overall,
7
yeah.
completed. Yeah. 11 to 97. Nice work. We have a lot of tall men on the field.
That's true.
And a huck.
And it's
But a block, is it?
It's a block.
Yesterday on this field, actually, there was a greatest.
Yeah, I saw it. It was so unexpected. I think it will be the highlight of the tournament, but I hope.
It was thrown to my player.
Oh, okay.
I'll remember that one for sure.
Okay.
And a little inside.
Oh, no, and it's
we're moving
dropped.
so fast.
Ryan was too fast for the
Yeah,
for the
oi,
throw.
okay.
They keep bumping into each other. I think the game is getting tighter right now, but I'm not sure if in a good way.
Yeah.
But it's up to them to decide if this is the level of physical contact that they're okay with.
Personally, I'm not a fan of physical contact. I mean, it's in the rules that there's not even the option that you could intentionally foul, right? All
Yeah.
the rules say accidental contact.
Yeah.
So we should really be trying for the purposes of keeping everyone safe, honestly. Not only because it's unfair, but this can be a really physical game. And so if you're going to start, bumping into people, it's a problem. All right, everyone is moving.
Oh, they found a way out, but it's
We had the
dropped.
really poachy mark, which I think threw all the cutters off.
Marcela is looking for options. She finds Bartek Hawarys, who's taking a very responsible
Yes.
time out.
Have you ever seen a bad timeout call? Like, no one has ever like, no.
What?
I think most timeouts are called in a moment when everyone is like, yeah, thank you.
Oh, no, I think I've seen a lot of bad time. I mean, I've seen thousands of time overs, so-called, which is a turnover right after taking a timeout. This is my favorite.
All right, what do you think they're discussing?
I hope they're planning on throwing a hammer to the zone. Maybe a side stack. I'd like to see a side stack on our side and some isolation. I mean, Bartek Howells can throw it. Okay. I think it's time to resume.
Yeah, a lot of height on both of these teams, especially
Yeah,
with
it's
the
true.
men. That's going to help with the overheads.
Yeah, they seem to be taking advantage of it. Okay, one of their top scorers, Bartek Bizon, is approaching the zone. Bartek wanted to go there too, but he has to take the disc as he is the one who called timeout.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they're going to isolate Bartek Bizon and... Oh, double in cut. Was this planned?
They're making it work.
Yeah, Bartek to the rescue.
Oh, so
they
fast.
really wanted. Everyone's running. Okay, Ola Piankowska is the calm one who decided to set the stack in the middle, and she's got it.
Oh!
Beautiful layout. This is what we love to see from Ola Piankowska. One of the most beautiful layouts I've seen came from her.
It wasn't gratuitous. It was necessary. It kept her in bounds.
Yeah.
She caught it. A+.
Okay, Ryan with the disc. Punishing the poke. She did.
Yep.
And the hammer again. Is
Oh.
in. Yeah. It's called him.
It's called in?
I think
Okay,
so,
yeah. Yeah, it looked like he had definitely one foot in.
So this is, yeah, number 8 completed, right? Or number 9? God. I knew this would-
Oh my God, I've already lost track.
Wow.
Okay, I think it's number 8 completed.
Okay.
No, ninth.
And
And
Ryan gets
there's
it.
the turn. Yeah.
Ola Piankowska says
A little
soda.
poaching worked there.
Very nice. Smooth, quick
Oh, wait.
offense. Looking for a reset. The reset is not there. She will throw to the zone. Still shy of the zone and a hammer. And
Wow.
wow, this was a very wobbly disc.
Yeah.
But yeah, it worked.
I think 97 was going towards the disc as opposed to 2obvious, who was kind of backpedaling. So
Yeah, that's
the
true.
spacing.
Okay, so he decides not to throw to the first open option.
I think she was going back to be the handler, but yeah, she was open.
Yeah. And
And
there
we
goes
have 4
the disc,
people in
and
the end zone. Oof.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
not this time.
And we've got the other Wrocław Południe team. They've split into 2 teams for this tournament. And we've got the other side of the team cheering on their teammates from the sideline.
Always helps. Oh, and unfortunately, there's a drop on the reset, as you can see, giving a beautiful opportunity for 2obvious to easily score with no defensive effort needed. Piotrek Pieniążek looking for options,
And there was. All right, so the score is now 6-7.
The game is getting tighter.
Wait, that's a switch. We were at 4-3, and now we're at 6-7. So that means Wrocław is up. And we like those up lines.
Oh, beautiful hand block.
Yeah. Good time for that one, too, for sure.
Absolutely. He was there. He knew that this throw will go.
So we see 2obvious setting up in a vertical stack.
That's old school.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the vertical stack. It just clutters up the middle.
But I love how vertical gives you a lot of open break sides.
That's true. And will it work? It did.
Ola
Right
Piankowska.
into the loving arms of 31. What's her name?
Ola Piankowska.
Piankowska.
I like that the defensive male player from Wrocław Południe decided not to attack this disc and not to attempt a block in order to keep the proper distance and not foul Ola. And defense.
Oh,
Beautifully done by Marcela.
Matilda, number 84.
Marcela.
Marcela.
Yeah, Marcela Folek. And
Nice.
Bartek Bizon lays out.
It was slightly gratuitous, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if that was a necessary
He
layout.
may have been jealous of Ola Piankowska.
Another thing I really like here is it's a mixed team, and we're seeing everyone playing.
That's true. Everyone's
Everyone
playing.
is super useful, is being used also.
Right now, 2obvious seems to be very well prepared for this game.
Yeah.
I think their timeouts worked in the long run. They're very focused. They know what they're doing, and their stack looks very tidy.
Yeah, that was an everyone touched the point, the
Yeah,
disc.
yeah, I
point.
think so.
All right, stack is setting up a little deep.
Yeah, and
What are the options
horizontal.
here?
And Ryan with the disc, their main handler. Will he throw a hammer? No, not this time. But
That has seemed to be their tactic so far is pass it to number 6, who will hammer or
But
it
recently
into
Ola
the end zone.
Piankowska stopped it, and now they seem to be hesitant. And Ryan with the disc, and there goes a hammer. Oh, he wanted it.
very much.
Should
That's
have gone with a hammer.
That's such a hard throw to catch. It's like super
Yeah,
small.
it's
You're
a-
moving. You have to aim at the exact perfect spot.
Yeah, I hate it. And
Ooh.
this, I don't know, what was that? Was that a hand block? He did like a little spin on the throw.
There was a bit of spin, but you know sometimes you just like throw into the ground and you're like,
Yeah,
why would I
that's
do
true.
that?
And there goes the disc into the zone, and Wrocław Południe is back.
So we are now at 8s all around. Is either team gonna take the lead and start scoring more points? I don't know. I think it's gonna be 1-1. Would be fun to watch a universe point.
Absolutely. 2obvious has some problems, but they managed to make it to midfield. Bartek looking for options and finds Ola Piankowska, and they will. Oh, very close defense, and this is. But it worked. It worked. It made 2obvious rush a bit too much, and yeah, that was a bad throw.
I'm already so amped up because right before this we had the semifinal. If you
yeah.
haven't watched it, please go back.
know.
That was an amazing.
You have to watch it.
It
was a
was
great
so
game.
good, and actually it was my team playing.
I know.
And
There is a drop on the field.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I thought Wrocław Południe were getting momentum, but not this time. No break for them. Marcela gets the disc.
the little
goes
no
to
look.
Very nice.
Yes.
Beautiful throw from Marcela.
What a find. Loved
Yeah.
that. Everybody was looking into was that a forehands?
I don't think so. I think it was a break.
Yeah, everyone was like looking up line,
Yeah.
and she saw the poach on the break side, and she swung it around.
Perfectly. Right into his hands. Okay, Ryan with the disc. And this hammer
That's the
is
second.
a bit too high.
Yeah, we're just gonna start keeping stats for them, you know, like the number of times hammers have worked. Ooh, risky choice once again.
Very risky choice. There was very little room for this.
But the Wrocław Południe sideline is here for it.
Absolutely. Too obvious leading by 1 point. So Wrocław Południe are the ones under pressure right now. Dum 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 dum. Going up the line. They don't seem to be using this much break side as 2obvious, but they have forced backhand, which makes it a bit more difficult. But and they collect it.
All open side.
Yeah. Easy open side flow. And it's 9-0, right?
That's what I'm seeing on the scoreboard.
Okay.
It is the team's responsibility to ensure that the scores are correct. So they have to make sure that the scores are being flipped correctly and counted correctly. Oof. Feel like you might. Nope, no call. Okay.
No call, yeah. It seemed odd, this throw.
Yeah. He seemed to really rush it, I think.
So Wrocław Południe will start from a difficult position up the line, forcing down the line, but they managed to find an up line. And they keep looking for the open side.
Oh, we got to clear.
There's a hammer, but it won't.
So
it
we're
won't
at
stand.
3
It won't
and
stand.
9 right now.
Yeah, that's not good. I think they need a new strategy. It seems
Yeah.
like first backhand is just killing them. It's that simple.
Yeah, we saw 2 defenders there for that one cutter. So I think that's oof, disc on the field. That's
Yeah,
unsafe.
dangerous.
Hope we can get that off.
Ola Piankowska looking to the zone. Good.
Nice.
Resets with a hammer.
We're not in yet.
Yeah, a bit shy of the zone.
And it's in.
It's Ola Piankowska again with a score.
I think she's gonna have the highest
Yeah,
points
she's
in this game.
She's usually the top scorer.
It also seems like 2obvious has a slightly deeper squad, slightly more players.
Yeah, I think so.
And Wrocław Południe took a timeout, I think, to take a breath
Yeah, possibly.
and recenter and maybe discuss the over-the-top throws.
Let's throw more of them.
Like, in my heart, I want them to do that, but realistically, I also know, like, you know, decisions should be evaluated in the moment.
Yeah, I think this is how they got so far, that they managed to throw those hammers. Perhaps they had more of a force forehand, so hammer side was the break side and there were no defenders there. And right now there's always a defender on the hammer side, so makes it much more difficult, and they still keep pushing, and perhaps some give and go would work better for them.
It was working when it's working when they're doing it.
Yeah, but they seem to get stuck the line often.
Oh, and now the kids that we're seeing on the field are throwing hammers,
Yeah.
inspiring future generations of Ultimate players.
Oh, fantastic. Oh my.
That kid's got some distance on the throw.
Yeah. It's better than my hammer.
You know, it's a totally useless throw, but I love the tiny hammer that's like 3 meters.
Yeah, like the reset hammer.
Yeah. Or they're like, why would you throw that into the end zone hammer? There are better choices. And you're like, she was not open, but I threw it anyways.
It's the best choice.
Always.
So offense is set in the horizontal stack, almost midfield. This is quite far from the handlers.
Quite a deep stack, yeah. And defense is setting up. We're seeing a forehand force.
Oh, there is a change of force.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it's dropped. Unfortunately, the first throw was not completed. So Bartek Bizonin, Ola Piankowska, give and go. There's a lot of movement on the field. This is a wobbly disc.
And Piankowska is communicating with her teammates.
And she does it well.
Yeah. So some players called it in, and some players are calling line.
Ryan seems to be very sure. He's certain.
I mean, in the end of the day, it's the catcher's word for it, right?
Yeah.
And if they have good spirit, they ask. I mean, if they know what they know what they saw, then yeah, they'll go with what they saw. But if they're not sure, and he asked around.
Yeah, this call was retracted, so.
Nice. Ooh,
Nice
little-
handler cuts. And going, yeah, if this is what they discussed during the timeout, this is good. They seem to be opening the
Yes.
field, going left to right, swinging the disc.
Let's see it one more time. Oof.
And this one is too
Ooh.
far. Well, the flow lasted. It looked really beautiful, but suddenly they lost the momentum on the field and just couldn't fight it again.
It's the first time we've got one team with 2 points up. So
Oh, it is. Centering the disc, looking for the other side, centering again. Marcela is the main handler.
wait, we've got a player down. No call.
No call. Bartek.
Woo! These little bobbly, like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bartek. Oh, this is going to be cold.
Yeah,
It looks very strippy.
but it is contested. So, if you're still learning all your ultimate lingo, a strip is when the offensive player says they have the disc in their hands, they've stopped rotation, and the other player, the defensive player, hits the disc out of their hands. Sometimes,
It's contested.
yeah. So a contested call goes back to the thrower.
And had the player accepted the call, it would have been a point.
Yes, we come back where the disc stays in the hands.
Bartek goes with the hammer, finds
Woo!
Marcela, and
That's our
nice work.
10th successful hammer of this game.
Yes, congratulations. It wasn't like a beautiful hammer.
I mean, it was a really low hammer, which are even
Yeah.
harder to catch.
It's true.
I may have broken a finger trying to catch a hammer once, so I'm
So I
scared of
just,
hammers.
so I just don't do this anymore. But at the same time, you love to watch them.
I do.
Oh,
It's a
no.
very toxic thing.
This is a throw that went very bad.
Yeah. I think maybe we're starting to see a little bit of fatigue. The teeny
Looks
little
like it, yeah.
muscles in the hands, you know, you have a vision, the huck, and it didn't work.
They worked
Happens.
very hard in the previous point, so and it did
Mhm.
not work. So now it seems like they need to find their strength back. Ola Piankowska directing with fakes and head movements.
Mhm. Nice. We really like the teeny little IO backhand thing instead of the forehands on 2obvious' side.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what
like the
they're doing.
fourth or fifth one we've seen in a row.
That's true. It's a much faster throw, so
It is. But if your mark is really close to you,
it's impossible. Oh, and that's a turnover. Ryan. Oh. So yeah, here we go again.
and quick point. One throw O.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So, 2obvious is starting to pick up some steam, 13-9, but we all know points can get scored really, really fast indoors, so I think Wrocław is still in, you know.
I'm not sure.
No?
I think they could be, but I think this point will be really important. If they manage to score it, I think they can still find their mojo.
Yeah.
But
I agree. Also, we're starting
Yeah.
to see some poor decisions and some execution errors.
unfortunately, yeah, and there will go a hack to Marcela again, and Marcela will get it. So she
Beautiful.
does. Yeah, right now for 2obvious, scoring points just seems effortless, which is probably quite annoying to the opponent. So we'll see if they get frustrated or if they manage to withstand. Even though they're tired, everyone's running on the field. It makes it difficult to find options, but this is a beautiful blade opening the other side. They reset, go,
Oh,
break side.
I
This
like
was
that.
a close call. There goes a hammer, and yet again,
So we are at 10 for 4. Yeah, I think Wrocław should be throwing more blades because they're catching those. But
Yeah, it seems like it.
ooh, and we have an interception. Nice, number 6. Nice work. Looking for a switch. You know what else I'm noticing? We have not seen a single pick, which I really like.
Oh, that's true.
That means that people are paying attention to their spacing, to other players.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. Swinging it, and there goes another hammer. And
under pressure.
not completed. The pressure from the defender was just too much.
I'm telling you, hammers are scary.
I mean, it's even called a hammer. Like, it's going to cut you if you catch it.
Is that even like how you throw a hammer, in the Olympics?
And Ola's just on fire here.
Oh, MVP of this game,
Absolutely,
100%.
absolutely.
I hope she gets like some MVP nomination for, was there a travel call or something?
I'm not sure. But I've seen Ola done a similar thing number of times, and it's just as
mean,
exciting every time. It never gets boring.
She flew.
She flew. I thought that she had no chance, honestly.
Same, yeah. Ładny było.
Yeah, what we love Ultimate for. And then someone called a travel on her. That's petty.
The worst is if there had been like a pick called on that layout,
Oh,
and then they would
yeah.
have had to go back.
Yeah, at least she
Those are
can keep the
demoralizing.
possession. And she resets immediately. They're looking for the break side. She,
Second bid didn't work. I think the throw went a little too far.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, I hope she's okay there.
Yeah, I think she is.
Just takes a breath. Yeah, it kind of like knocks the stuffing out of you to land face first.
Looking for options. Has trouble finding them, but coming to the rescue from stuck and then cut. Ryan with a disc. Let's see how this one goes. And
Oi.
yet again, yeah. He wants to throw a blade, but the blades these blades are just short of the zone. So
The thing
They're
is,
very difficult to catch.
there's no float on a blade, so like you have
That's
to aim
true.
perfectly.
and Bartek Hawadus gets the sky, and it seems, yet again, it seems like it was no effort for him.
Scoreboard needs to notice that.
Is this the end of the game? Seems like everyone's confused.
But I think it should be at 15-9, no? Because we were
Yeah,
at
it says
14.
15-9
Yeah.
on
Okay, so the
scores.
scoreboard hasn't reflected that yet. We're clapping, and yeah.
This is it. Whew, we made it.
That went so fast.
It was fast, yeah.
I mean, indoor
I kept
games.
thinking that Wrocław will still come back,
Yeah.
but then it just ended.
So we saw a really intense opening. Both teams showing a really strong opening. I don't know. We're doing great at this.
Yeah, strong opening, yeah.
Yeah, both teams really starting well, and then Wrocław making a few more mistakes, and 2obvious capitalizing on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the game.
Thank you to everyone who did not mute us. We appreciate you.
And stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. for
Keep
the next
watching
game.
Indoor Polish
I think
Championship.
we have to stop now.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.